Make sure you speak into it very
All
clearly.
right. All right, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to the regular meeting of the Eureka Parks and Recreation Commission. Today is May 21st, right?
Yep.
And it's 6:09. All right, so let's do a roll call. We'll start over here. Aaron, just say your name.
Aaron Borey.
Jonathan Tigan.
Mark Ingram.
Ruth Goodwin Hager.
Rod Gray.
Sam Dudley.
All right. And Beth contacted me. She's got a very ill dog. This is the last minute. She couldn't do it.
Bummer.
So has everybody seen the agenda and got a copy of it? You should have one in front of you.
Yes.
All right. Do we have a motion?
I move to approve the agenda for the May 21st, 2024 Park meeting.
A second.
Motion by Jonathan, second by Ruth. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So it's 4-0. All right. Public comments? No public, so we're good. Chairperson comments? I'll not reserve that to the end of the meeting, and then we'll go to Sam's report.
You guys, well, I won't say anything. I forgot to change the date on the meeting, on the agenda. So you guys approve it pending that I go back.
Well, we did make the motion for today's date,
Okay, cool.
so we just need,
I just looked at it and I was like, what, did I print the wrong one?
he used today's
Okay.
date in the motion.
Cool.
I didn't even notice it.
Sorry, I will change that. The same sentence, I should just copy paste, busy but productive. Memorial Day weekend's coming up, so we're just getting ready for that. Basin Park improvements are good, I think. I think we're done. I put almost done because I wasn't sure if the benches would all be in the park.
Wow,
for this
by the
meeting,
way,
but
that was a wow.
yeah.
I mean, with
That's
all
weird
of them
driving
in
by
there, we just drove by it, and I was like, wow, that's impressive.
The
All of
benches,
them,
like-
all of them together, just, yeah, good job. Thank you, Main Street.
The very,
Yes.
that was the preservation.
Oh, that's
Society.
preservation, that's right. Main Street did the big board, the
yeah,
big
the
map
kiosk.
kiosk. Right.
The very last final small thing is we took all those metal benches over to Dustin's house, and he's Ozark CNC, and he's gonna bend them back to where they're not like this.
Oh, yeah,
Repaint them, and then we're probably gonna put them up on the bluff
perfect.
so that there's like a place to sit up there because it's a cool
Perfect.
spot. There's shade.
And they'll be separate anyway, so that
Yeah,
they won't mess the
Yeah.
vibe of down.
yeah. There's too many benches down there as it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool down there. Right? I mean, that really was impressive, I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew what they were going to look like, but when all of them were consistent, it made a big difference.
Pretty good. Yeah, so big thanks to the Preservation Society and the Ozark CNC and CAPC and the Serious Toy Company, Brent.
Brent,
So
yeah,
yeah,
did a great
for
job.
redoing all those. We're gonna do a short ceremony Thursday, May 23rd at 1 p.m. Just basically just doing what I just did now, just make a list of all the things we did and to say thank you. And it's not a huge deal, but
Right.
just to have it out there.
It's a good thing.
What date is that?
This
Thursday.
May 23rd.
at 1 o'clock, right? At 1 o'clock, Sam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one in here.
There may or may not be cookies. Other springs, planting is finished. I don't know if y'all noticed the hanging baskets at Basin as well, and the hanging baskets at the other springs as well. They're pretty cool. They did a little different thing for the baskets at Basin this year. They made these like succulent orbs.
Yeah, they did really
So
cool.
pretty.
They're really cool, especially when they grow out. They're going to be like,
I drove by Magnetic today. I didn't notice them.
Are they not out there
I
yet?
just maybe didn't look hard enough. It
maybe they.
looks like a lot of native plants there to me.
Yeah.
Might need a little color. Just say it. Okay, cool.
Let's see. Installation of the 5 trail map kiosks. They'll be installed throughout town. The one at Harmon was completed, and then today the one at Crescent Spring was completed. So big thanks to Adam and Main Street Eureka for making that happen. Rocket Handiworks, that is. And also, we did get trail map holders that we'll install onto those.
So people can just grab it
So people
from
can
there.
just grab a map. And so thanks again to the Trails Committee for purchasing those. They got those for us.
The whole,
It'll be nice, like stainless steel ones. So.
oh, well, the Trails Committee did that?
Yeah, and they bought those new T-shirts that we just got today.
Fantastic.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. And then, eventually we'll get all our trail signs that will correspond with the maps. Right now, it's a little bit different, so we need to get on that, but Dustin's in the process of making them, so. Yeah, that way maps, signs, everything will be locked in, will be
So
good to go.
where are all these kiosks going? I know there's 2 already, but,
Crescent and Harmon are the ones that are done, and then there's going to be Sweet Spring Basin and the music park.
okay,
Yeah.
good, okay.
The mural on the bathroom is done. Actually, it says mostly finished, but it's actually done, so that's good. The Arts Council funded that project, so thank you to them.
That looks very good, by the way.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Is that Leon that did
Yeah,
that?
it was
Okay.
Leon Willis, yeah. He lives at Numjo. I always feel weird saying people's names. I'm like, should I say their names?
Well, if you're an artist, you kind of like your name said.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Leon, you're great.
Yeah, they signed their art for a reason. They like the name on there.
That's true. And we just finished the subfloor and the bathroom of the workshop building, meaning we can get the plumbing done, and then the tiling done, and the bathroom will be done, and then we can move on with electrical and sheetrock. The plan is to hopefully be done with it by the end of the year. It's kind of slowed down because we're all just
Yeah.
doing what we usually normally
It's a busy time.
maintenance, so
More time.
the grass is growing extremely fast. So, and our mower just broke.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's in the shop now, but
Okay.
It's a problem, but it's your problem.
yep, lots of grass. And then also, Lake Leatherwood. I got a whole section there. Reservation software transition is pretty much over. There's a couple little small things, but I think we're done and we're happy with the product. It's pretty stressful swapping it at first. If you're a business owner, you probably know that payment software is important. So Juanita and Jess are pretty happy that that's working out. And we're doing really well. By now we're probably about 50% or upper 40s as far as our projections for the year for cabins and bait shop sales. And summer hasn't even started, so it's pretty amazing. We're doing really well down there. And the lake looks fantastic. So yes, the lake looks clean and like you want to actually be in it.
That's pretty exciting.
We do actually need to hire a couple park attendants still, so if anyone knows anybody, please send them my way. It's just a seasonal part-time job, but it's pretty fun, pretty good pay, so if you know anyone who's interested in just some part-time work, let us know. We have a fresh new batch coming soon. It actually came today on number 3. Planning for Jamborica is still happening. I got the event map and the schedule for the event made today. And we did get a few food truck permit applications in, so I was a little scared at first. I was like, no one applied. I was like, what's going on? But we got a few in today, so.
Good.
And the Bigfoot picnic is scheduled for this Saturday from 12 to 5. If you've been down the Leatherwood, you may have seen Steven's sign that he made up. So he just put a sign that, Bigfoot picnic this way. It's kind of cool.
Oh.
Should be fun.
And that was sort of a private thing that they did separate, right? We're not doing that.
Well, I mean, we're helping out,
Oh.
but yeah, it's mostly Steven just
Okay.
utilizing the park since he's the Bigfoot artist. It's like, yeah, let's do it. It's all about raising money to
Pay off.
have the Bigfoot down there
Okay.
forever. And I think that's it. Starlink's going good. Everything's good. So, yeah.
I feel like I had one question but I can't remember what it was, so. We get done quicker. I don't think there's any committee reports. I think we did already report on the audit from last time, right? So we're kind of good with that. And there's no other committee. No old business, so new business. First item is housekeeper position.
So we offered our housekeeper a full-time position at the beginning of the year. She didn't want it. However, according to state law, if you work over a certain amount of hours in a 365-day period, you kind of have to go full-time. And so she hit that mark. So now we're kind of just saying, hey, you went over your mark, you need to go full-time. I think she's a little scared at first because she thought maybe she had to work 40 hours a week. And I was like, no, I mean, you can work up to 40 hours a week. As long as you work between 30 and 40, you're considered full-time. Obviously, this will give her some more flexibility with the summertime when it gets busy. So I think she's okay with it. She's happy. She just was nervous. But I think she deserves it. She works really hard, and she's there all the time, so.
And does she, I mean, you've already worked this all out with Jerry in terms of how that works? Okay. It's a done thing?
I mean, Jerry basically forced us. 'Cause he was, if we
Okay.
don't do it, we get audited and then,
Yeah.
or
Too many
potentially
hours.
get audited, and we
Yeah.
could get in trouble, so. Yeah.
Now, is there anything, I mean, is there
Well, I just,
an hourly
I mean,
rate, or do you already have?
because it will change the budget. I mean, there's no change in salary or anything, but we'll change the budget in the sense that there will be benefits added to the housekeeper position. So-
Right, so at this time, there hasn't been? All this time, there hasn't been, because she's been sort of,
Because she wanted to be part-time, but like I said, now that she's hit that number, she kind of has to go full-time. And so, she can decline benefits if she wants individually, but she's still considered full-time
gotcha.
regardless.
Are you going to change the budget?
Well, I would have to, yeah, but
So
I
next-
wanted to
You
wait until
you would adjust the budget for the benefit package and the number of
Yeah.
hours. I mean, we're gonna budget for 2,080 hours.
Yeah, I just, anytime it's full-time, I just budget for that because that's the max number.
Right,
Doesn't mean she'll hit that. Sort of like park attendants, it's like 1559 is the max. Doesn't mean they're gonna hit that many, but that's what I kind of budget
budget
for.
for, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the motion, so this is not currently a position.
This is a
This
position.
is a position, but we're moving it from part-time to full-time. So
Yes.
what we're looking for is a motion to change the housekeeper position from part-time
Part-time
to
to full-time.
full-time and add the
Because legally, we don't have
benefits,
a choice.
add the benefits accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're clear on what we're trying to do with that.
Okay.
Can I just say so moved?
You can, maybe not, maybe you need to say it.
Okay.
Jonathan has to type it.
Ready? I move that we change the housekeeper position from part-time to full-time, up to 40 hours a week, and make budget adjustments for the benefits and hours.
Second.
Motion by Ruth, second by Rod. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Nobody left, so motion passes 4-0. Okay, and for the big event, number 2, field use permit.
So basically took what you talked about the workshop, I made it a little fancier looking, added the letterhead and all that.
It does look fancy.
It's very fancy. Just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. And then the only real thing that I changed that was sort of Mark's suggestion based off of how Bentonville does it was, that you charge a set fee for a field. And then there's just a set additional fee if you want to use the lights.
I like
So-
that.
I also added in, per day, the maximum allotted time is 4 hours. So, I mean, you can reserve it for a 4-hour period. It's not a whole day. You don't get it for 12 hours.
Yeah, you can.
Can't stay overnight there or anything.
And I would think that that's sort of negotiable on a particular day if they're there and they're having a picnic afterwards or something and nobody's reserved it for the next 4 hours. We're not
Yes.
going to kick them off
I mean,
or
we're not
anything.
gonna go down
Yeah.
there and like, with our stop clocks waiting to kick them off or anything, but
Okay.
It seems pretty inclusive.
Did you show it to Forrest, or do you need to?
could.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do what? I'm sorry.
So, I'm sorry, did he show it to the city attorney, or does he need to? Just to be sure, nothing weird in there?
In my opinion, probably should. I mean, it's just one.
It won't hurt, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea to get him to say this is enforceable.
Yeah,
You know,
Okay.
we're not attorneys, we don't know.
yeah, true.
If he says yes, then we say, hey,
Forrest said it.
Forrest said it.
Well, and once again, it's like, you can still go down there and organize a whatever. I always use kickball for some reason, but maybe it's because I secretly want someone to start a kickball league.
I kinda do too.
But
I agree.
you could go down there and like get 20 people to go play kickball, and like you can go play without doing this.
But if you want
just
it
want to
held.
ensure that you are
It-
gonna have the field and no one's gonna bother you, and
Exactly. And that's probably what happens a lot of the time still.
because if someone calls and they're not reserved and they're like, someone's got their dog on out here, and it's like, well, yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
And then also if they want to use the lights, it's kind of that's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything in here that,
Well, can we,
Well, in
it's
that,
not good, but I think it would be worth talking to.
can we go ahead and approve it with the intention that the attorney will agree with it too? If he does agree with it, then we're.
yeah, I'll make that.
We can move
motion.
forward to go forward with it?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the field use permit as presented to the commission pending approval from the city attorney.
Second.
Motion by Jonathan, second by Rod. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes 4-0.
That was smooth, Johnny. That was smooth.
It was very smooth, wasn't
I
it?
wrote it down first.
Silver tongue.
I wondered about that.
He had it. That was good. Okay, and then the next page of this, Sam, is the data request form. Is that something that you wanted to
Oh no, it's just date request form.
date? Oh, that's what
No,
going to
this
be
is part of
part
it.
That's for them, okay.
We're
Does
just
it say
part of
about what.
No, I don't have my.
It's like,
Oh, yeah, it's date.
it's a date. I'm requesting a date. It's like Tinder or something.
So after you fill this out, we get your personal data and we sell it. That's where we really make the money.
Yeah, like everybody else. All right, so that's good. All right, we're making time today. All right, what I didn't do in the very beginning, and I should have, and I apologize, is made Aaron do the speech of who he is and why he's here and all
That could
that.
be his commissioner
Everybody
comment.
has to do that, but since it's your commissioner comment, now you just have to do it. So everybody, this is our new commissioner, Aaron Bory, and he's going to tell us who he is.
Okay. I'm Aaron Bory. I own a business downtown in Eureka Springs called Beyond the Yonder, and recently joined the Parks Commission just because I wanted to be more involved and participate in our community, one that I've become to love and is now home to me after 15 months. So I appreciate the welcome and being involved, and hope to contribute to making this a little bit easier and better place.
Thank you, Aaron. Jonathan, got anything?
Welcome. Thank you.
Rod, we'll go down to you.
I'm just proud of what Basin Park looks like right now. It looks really good. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ruth, anything exciting?
I was going to say the same thing. I'm glad you're doing the ceremony to
Yeah.
say, look at us, look what we did. I'm sorry to say it that way, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I want
though.
people to notice what you've done, and I'm glad you're doing that. It's just nice.
We need to do
I
that.
like preservation and everybody else that's been involved to
Right.
get their
Everyone
recognition
gets-
for
yeah,
contributing to
recognition,
Yeah, I mean,
what they've done. We couldn't have done it without them.
I'm not looking for like the
No.
personal thing. We
Right.
get enough of that,
Yeah.
but a lot of people have helped behind the scenes, and this is to kind of, recognize them.
Yeah, and I was joking, but really, I think that it's for also for people in town to know, because they do wonder, just sort of,
How does this happen?
what do y'all do? How's this happen?
Yeah.
Well, they'll get to see and they get presented to them in a way that they go, oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Makes people feel good about their
And
community.
it's important to recognize the people behind it and the hours and the time put in. And, you know, I think people are always so quick to focus on the negative that when we see some positive, I think it's important to bring
Yes.
light to it and show that we're
Yeah.
doing something important for the community.
Absolutely.
Positives.
Which leads right into my commission comment.
Hey.
Which is, you know, I think that sometimes the public in general, and probably would be me if I wasn't on the commission, don't quite understand sort of how we're funded and what we have to do on a shoestring budget. I mean, we have 2,000 acres, about 2,000 acres that we're responsible for. A historic dam, historic parks, historic springs. We have a budget that half of it goes to payroll for only 8 employees that do everything. And we have to have, we can't, there are a million things we would do if we had the money. Like if we could do it, if we had endless supplies of cash, we would do a million things. But we're due. If you go around and look at this town right now, in the last year, you see all the improvements to the dog park, you see the new kiosks, you see our new maps, you see the dam open, Basin Park improvements, on and on. I could just go on and on and on. That's done with being really smart, figuring out who our partners are, who can help us, how we can get that done. Sam has done an incredible job of bringing in people to be interested in it, like the preservation people, the Main Street people, the Trails Committee, people doing things and working in partnership, the CAPC, all these people working together to improve this on a very shoestring budget. And so when you hear some of the negative things about how they don't do this or they don't do that, just remember that we have a limited budget and we're doing as much as we possibly can with every dollar we have. We're trying our best to use it wisely and get the most benefit for the most people. So that's my
I just
speech.
put about $20,000 in the Bitcoin, so I'm hoping that will pay off. No, I'm joking.
He's kidding. I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize, you know, they'll hear a comment about our tax dollars for this. You know, our tax dollars, people have made comments about tourists. Well, that's really where a lot of our tax dollars come from, the tourists paying sales tax, and we can't ignore that. Or the lodging that they come spend money on and camping and stuff that they do at the bait shop. That's not mostly locals doing all that. That's tourists coming, and we're grateful for them. But, you know, that's where the funding comes from. Our property taxpayers do not pay for the parks. You know, it is sales tax. So it's important for people to really understand that and get involved if they want something. And also the next thing I would say in that is that we're open to suggestions. We're open to anybody who wants something or thinks something could be improved. You don't have to go on Facebook and yell at us. You can actually call the parks office and tell somebody. Talk to any of the commissioners. If you have something you want done, talk to the commissioners. We're happy to listen, and we will, if we can do it, we will try. If it's the right thing for everybody, right? So just understand that everybody's doing the best they can. And that's my speech.
I like that.
Speaking of recognizing people who do good things, Ruth has been nominated for the Civic Star Award.
Has she?
As she should be.
That's sweet.
So if you're free next
Congratulations.
Tuesday,
Next Tuesday?
will you beat my date?
For the Civic Star Award.
Sorry,
Put it on
Dave.
this form that says.
Sorry, Dave.
He'll never know. He doesn't watch this.
I love that.
Lovely, thank you.
What's the date?
Next Tuesday at Main Street, Eureka.
The 28th.
So according to the agenda, January 30th. No,
January 30th.
May 28th. Yeah.
All right, if nobody has anything else, any other comments
What
from
time?
anybody?
6.
6 PM?
Going once? And do I have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, minutes.
Oh, wait, no,
Meeting
wait,
minutes.
back
Oh,
that
oh,
up. We did have our minutes.
was
I don't know why
covered
we
up. My
we need
cookie
to
was
pull that
covered.
up to the front of the agenda.
I know,
Top.
we
need-
forget it.
We've got the minutes from 4:16, right?
I move that we approve the minutes from the Parks Recreation Commission meeting from 4/16/24.
Second.
Motion by Ruth, second by Jonathan. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes 4-0. Now, for that last little thing,
I move that we adjourn.
have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Ruth, second by Jonathan. All in favor?
Aye.
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 We are adjourned.
Thank you.